Going live. Hi there, Visionary family, and welcome back to another one with Lady Visionary. We are live here in Kigali, Rwanda. Met up with some really nice people. They're all here. We say hello to everyone, and we've got my husband as well, who's here.
Hello.
Oh my goodness! This is the first time filming on this, but introduce yourself. You're also a YouTuber. Yes.
Hi guys, so I am Nusura Gundi Myonga and I'm from Tanzania. I go to school here in Rwanda.
Okay.
Is
And
there anything else that I should add? Yeah, this is my first time meeting Lady Visionary and it's been exciting. It's been like an hour or 45 minutes and I'm learning a lot. I'm
Aw.
learning a lot, guys. I was supposed to be at home finalizing my exams, but I just had to come and meet these amazing people.
Oh, I'm
So,
so happy you came. Oh my goodness.
yeah, guys.
So, one more question. How are you finding Kigali? Rwanda, should I say?
Okay, Rwanda is amazing. So if there's like people in Tanzania, they know what I'm talking about. Tanzania, we all understand, right? It's a little bit crazy, okay, crazy, but Rwanda is calm and safe. So I love it here.
Oh, okay. And we have
Hello. Marsha here.
Marsha.
How are you? Peace, everybody. Also want to say online, Michelle and Aaron sends in love from the Nomads.
Oh,
Send their love and respect for you guys. And we're just out here enjoying each other. Nice to meet them for the first time. Um, Having great conversation.
oh.
Great conversation
So, like
about
the
a lot of different things.
conversation's been
Awesome. Yes.
awesome. I wasn't sure whether I was going to share it with you guys because it was just, sometimes you just feel like it's not everything for the cameras. It's a great vibe. So you have been in Rwanda for
A little over a month.
a little over a
Over a
month,
month now. Yes.
and
Loving it.
how you find you are you loving it? Oh
So
wow,
relaxed. So relaxed.
wow, wow, wow. Um, do you like? Have you visited anywhere like any other countries? I don't know if you mentioned.
This is my first time on the continent.
Wow.
I moved here just from research and what I found about Rwanda. I knew it was a mystery,
Wow,
and I
because
didn't want a chance getting stuck in the U.S. with the borders closing. So we just moved here.
wow, because I always say on my channel, like instead of people kind of like obviously doing your research,
Yes.
but also visiting different places. But obviously, for some people it works. They just know, for example, that I don't know, like the Gambia is where I want to move to. But
Yes.
for you, you just up and left like
I
that.
do want to say you have to have a plan. You
Yeah,
have to have a plan A, B, C, D.
yeah, good.
Have a strong plan. Have full pockets.
Yeah,
Well, not that full, but you have just make sure you have enough money and you gauge it for your family and your family needs.
yeah,
You cannot go off of YouTubers telling
yeah.
you their experience, which is awesome and it helps us a great deal
Yes.
because I've never been here, so of course that helps me. But everybody's experience is going to be different. So base it on what you know about yourself. What I know about myself lined up directly with Rwanda from what I done my own research, from what I've seen on YouTube, from what other content creators have shown us. But make sure you bank on yourself
Yeah.
and make sure you have a plan. And for people that's never been outside, I've been outside the country. I've lived outside the country. I was born in Trinidad, so that gives me a little bit of yeah, exposure to. I would never call it a third world country. I call it a real world country.
Hey.
No third world. Don't. We're not going to follow what they tell us. This is a first. This is a first world, real world country. And if you've
Wow.
never been to a real world country, not the big one, it may be a little bit. You'll have a different experience. Because a lot of us come here and oh, this is like Trinidad. This is like Jamaica. This is so if you've never been outside of the country or experienced a real world country, I would suggest you do a little more research or possibly visit. But if you know yourself and you know you've done even research, it still doesn't give you the experience of being here. I can tell you what I experienced. I can tell you it's a beautiful country, but you have to experience it yourself. Just know yourself and know um, what your limitations are.
So, is there anything that you would have done differently with your move to Rwanda? Like, just one thing, the one thing you thought, well,
One thing,
or you're just
I
like,
wouldn't say I would have done it different, but I do know someone that used concierge service that was on the Nomads channel. I believe his name was I'm sorry, I don't want to quote his name because I don't remember his name, but they used him as a concierge service to open a business, to find their way around and different things, which I thought was very helpful. But for me, I would have liked that service, but I feel like I did it good enough myself. I didn't have to spend that money
okay,
to get that experience. And we're kind of at the same place. They may have gotten there a little quicker with the help, but yeah, that's the only thing I would have. And I may have used the service just a little bit, maybe for not everything, but for some of the things. But I'm learning, and you have to find your footing. You have to find your footing yourself.
and how's like your how have you felt like being here, like your feet on the ground in Africa, like how, like describe that feeling.
It's an amazing feeling. Just it's like a weight lifted off of your shoulder, basically. And like I said, this is a place of healing. And nobody knows how to heal. It's the one that knows how to heal, and you feel that. You feel that from the people. You feel the love. Everybody's your sister, your brother. Everybody's your color. It's beautiful. You have a leader that literally cares about you, cares about your well-being. And with the meeting we had the other day that you're aware of,
Yeah,
with the Minister of Foreign
foreign
Affairs,
affairs, yes.
he did such a warm welcome. I mean, everybody in the room agreed that we almost brought to tears
If-
of how welcoming everybody was to us. And this is government.
yeah.
You will not get that anywhere else.
What? I was
So,
surprised,
yeah.
but I was happy. I was like, wow, you know, and I've been in the same room as Paul Kagame. Well, my husband's always saying it's President Paul Kagame. I've been in the same room as him when we went to Rwanda Day back in 2018. He was talking in Amsterdam, and basically he was just mobilizing the people from the diaspora, friends of Rwanda, to come home and invest. And what, in the same room as a president? This is not for real. Like I had my husband, because it was in mostly Kinyarwanda, so my husband was interpreting for me. And even now I'm like, what, like this doesn't happen. And so that should be, I think, enough encouragement that our voices are being heard. And like we definitely can make a contribution, because as much as a lot of us are here to learn about like our ancestral history, learn about heal, as you say, but it's really good, because where on the continent are you going to get an African leaders like these listening to you, like here in Rwanda, like, and as you said earlier on, like Rwanda is really an example, and it should be an example for so many other countries, should follow in the footsteps. In terms of, like, you spoke about like aid and how leaders are using that money. If it's seen, or it's evident that Paul Kagame is actually using it to develop the country, whereas maybe some leaders may be pocketing that money. So if only they would use the money in the right way, then Africa could be further than what it is now. And so, that's really powerful. And I watched the interview, and I was lost for words. I was like, what?
But it comes back to caring. It's
Yeah.
not even the money and the utilization of it. It's you really care for your country.
Yes.
And that's what people of Rwanda, they
Yeah.
care for. It's a pride. Like I said, all your stress and everything is melted away, because There's no there's no rushing, there's no stress, nobody's fighting, arguing. Like, no,
We said that.
there's none of that. There's none of that.
People would probably look at you like, what's going on here?
We fall in line. You have to fall in line. You can't come here fussing because the Rwandese is just gonna look at you like,
Yeah, what's going on?
and then you still get that kindness.
Yeah.
So it's the fact that your leaders actually care.
Mm.
I mean, you can allocate the money however, wherever, but if you don't care about your people,
People,
it's gonna show,
it's
and it shows. It shows.
that's a big statement. That's a big statement because I've traveled to quite a few African countries, and to be honest, obviously I need to visit more, but Rwanda's story blows me away. And I think I mentioned earlier on that for me, like I've been coming to Rwanda since 2014, and every year I'm like to my husband, come on, let's go. I want, and the transformation every time, even from month to month, from year to year, it's like, what? Like leaders are actually setting goals and actually achieving them. What? Like you really see the passion for the people, and so that's it's great, and it feels amazing to be a part of that. Sometimes I get so overwhelmed because I'm like, oh my god, there's so much to do, but
I
it's
really want to
phenomenal.
get my feet collected because
Yeah,
I feel like if you don't, you're gonna miss out on something.
yeah.
We there's more that came before us, but we'll be like trailblazers. Like we're setting the pace. On some of the Facebook or WhatsApp groups that I'm on, they say, "Thank you guys for, setting the pace for showing us how it's done, for showing us that it can be done." And there's going to be many more to come, and I feel like we need to get planted and be in the right
I
position.
said that to you earlier.
There's
Like,
going to be an
yeah,
exit, and it's going to be, and now that we have that meeting, everybody knows we are welcome here. We're loved here. We're told, I don't know if anybody said this, we're told in that same meeting that our skin color is our citizenship. This is our passport.
wow.
This is our birthright. It's
Guys,
our
did you hear that?
passport.
Our skin color is our passport here in Rwanda.
We
Like,
don't need anything else.
don't need anything else. Let's introduce.
That was a huge thing.
Oh God, you probably have to go around there, because this gimbo. Let's introduce Natifa.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Latifa and I'm from Dominica. Thank you, Lady Visionary, for inviting us. It's so beautiful here right now. We're having a lovely conversation. I'm learning so much, and it's just so lovely being here, like everyone's been saying, just being on the ground. This isn't just idle talk, this is actually real talk. Being here in Rwanda, it means a lot to be amongst the growth, the happenings of the country. It's telling. It's when I came to Rwanda, the first time I came to Rwanda in 2018, I kid you not, after I left, I never stopped thinking of this country. Never. What Rwanda has taught me, what I've learned from Rwanda, the people, it changed my life. Bye.
I'm gonna go and do something. It was nice meeting you
Nice
guys.
meeting you, Cindy. Take care.
Wait, do you guys mind giving me your numbers? Of course. Sorry, guys.
Oh my goodness, it's been phenomenal. It's been great. The conversations we're having. Marsha said something really powerful just moments ago, where basically she was talking about how Africa, how the West and the Americas, basically portray Africa, um, making us kind of feel like nothing, and then we start to believe that, completely disabling us. But if only that we realize just how powerful we are as a people, we can really move forward, we can really progress. It's time that we stop believing the lies that have been told about us. We are strong, we are powerful. There's so much that we can do when we come together, when we unite. So Great conversations, guys. Great conversations. And I would also say that if you haven't visited the continent, if you haven't visited Rwanda, come to Rwanda, visit Rwanda. You'll have a great time. You know, some people are coming to the continent for the first time, um, and learning the truth for themselves as well, which is very much needed. The West and the US has painted a very negative picture of Africa. But we, the diaspora, we're coming home and we're telling you guys the truth. You know, we are telling you the truth. Um, Definitely, there are challenges on the ground. Yeah, there are challenges on the ground. But again, we are
We're not
identifying.
talking about the challenge, we're talking about the possibilities.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
wonder.
yeah. The possibilities are endless, and they opportunities are here in Rwanda, and wow, I don't know what to say, guys.
Talking about how she came to Rwanda.
Yeah, so they're just like exchanging numbers and contacts at the moment. Oh, guys.
I was saying this.
Yeah, Rwanda is the truth.
Right, you're gonna come back. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Rwanda is the truth. Rwanda is the paradigm of excellence. It's the model for global Africa in the Caribbean. I mean, Rwanda is the size of Haiti. If Rwanda is the size of Haiti, and Rwanda has accomplished that from where they're coming from the genocide, which, you know, most of you know about that. I don't see why we can't do that in the Caribbean, in Dominica, in Haiti, in Jamaica, in Trinidad. I don't see why we can't accomplish what the president, Mr. Paul Kagame, has accomplished in Rwanda and the Rwandan people. Now, if our people look at Rwanda as a blueprint, if we look at Rwanda as a blueprint, we'll be way ahead. There'll be more of a unification of African people globally. We'll be on top again. Instead, right now, currently, I feel that we are failing in the Caribbean. Being a Pan Africanist myself and growing up Rasta, we've always talked about the Back to Africa movement, going back to Africa. And most of the time, we talk about going back to Ethiopia, and a lot of people have, repatriated to Ghana. But Africa is a continent, and a continent of black people. And it's way more than Ethiopia or Ghana. And I implore you to travel throughout the continent and make, a lot of people say that Ghana is the gateway to Africa. I feel like Rwanda is the gateway to Africa. And the reason why I say that is because the transition is so much easier. It's very easy to set up business. We set up a business in one day here. They've made it very easy for us. Just the other day at the meeting with the Minister of Foreign Affairs, he said that our skin is our citizenship. It's so easy to get here and get citizenship instead of trying to fight for citizenship where in countries that we supposedly originated from, and getting that, it means so much. It means so much to us, and we want to thank Rwanda for opening up your borders for us, for allowing us to come home and heal, like you said, because we've not received that healing since we were taken from our homeland in Africa. We've not got received that therapy, and Rwanda has that. Now,
Bye, guys.
bye. Now to say why we chose Rwanda as our home base, it's very easy. If you were to come here, you will see why. Um, let's talk about why Rwanda speaks to my soul. The people are beautiful. The people,
No, I'll hold it. You guys can.
Sure.
Yeah.
the Rwandans, they're very kind people. I think too kind, maybe like kind to a fault. Like the beauty of these people is like you're already, it's touching, to your knees how beautiful people are and how we feel accepted here in Rwanda. The streets are clean, how they say how cleanliness is next to godliness. I love it. And to be in a clean country, your thoughts are clearer, right? You move with more purpose because then you don't have to worry about the trash everywhere. And whenever you go on a beach and then you see trash everywhere, it kind of messes with you for a little bit, right? Now to be here and the pride, the national pride of keeping the cities clean. The place,
Uganda. Have you taken part in
Uganda.
Uganda yet?
Listen, it's been suspended. Yeah, because of the pandemic. It's been suspended.
I haven't. That's what I'm like. Right, I need to catch up with what's
But
going
I
on.
did check out coffee Sundays, and that's one of the. Because I'm a vegan, and I feel I'm not an environmentalist by a degree by trade, but I am at heart because I'm a daughter of the earth. So I believe in honoring the earth. I think Rwanda has that. Like in Costa Rica, I believe in Costa Rica they have a law, a Mother Earth law. Is it in Costa Rica? One of those, no. One of those South American countries. Yeah, there's a Mother Earth. You could commit a crime against Mother Earth if you litter. No, it's not like that here, but it's still almost like taboo to litter.
Yeah, you couldn't.
Right?
You couldn't do that.
The place is so clean.
But you fall in line with it.
Right,
And I
right.
find myself, if I walk past something, I'm not,
Yeah, it looks bad.
unusual.
Right,
And it's
isn't
pick
it?
up back, so I just pick it up.
Yeah, it's just out of place, right?
So we just fall in line.
Exactly, and it's so much order here, the organization. It's so easy. I mean, like, why not?
Right?
You know what I mean?
But media is a very powerful tool. And thank you to Lady Visionary, other YouTubers and content creators that we are changing the face of Africa. Just pan around the room. Pan around the room. This is one of our mud huts.
Right.
People don't realize
People
what
think that people think we live in huts.
honestly, because it's powerful. This is the vision. That's the vision they have of Africa. So we want to change that. This is the new vision. This is real Africa. This is what it is. Cleaner than a lot of the cities.
And the UK.
I know.
I've not seen a homeless person here. In California, they drop homeless people off by the bus load. I haven't seen that here.
Right. And I mean, just for your own sanity, just for raising your children. I mean, I feel like this is like the prime point. This is perfect, and things are getting done. It's not just lip service. When I first came to Rwanda in 2018, we were at the apartment, Lexo apartment. It wasn't a paved road, and the guy said, "This is going to be paved in a couple of months." So said, so done. The road was paved.
Yes. Yes.
This is true leadership.
Since 2014 coming here
It
every
changes.
year,
Yeah.
seeing how things are being done. I'm like, what?
Right.
Say it and it's done.
Done.
What?
There's a time limit, right?
This is the country can only be as good as its leader.
Right.
And everything trickles down. So when you see things being done like that, it starts at the top.
Exactly.
And we lead from example. So in my neighborhood, the roads are being paved, but this was a collective um, initiative by all of the members of the community in this neighborhood. They pulled their money together, their own money, and put together to get this done. But these are things that trickle down. When you see a country moving forward, moving in one direction, you have to get on that train and continue that
What I love
movement.
about Rwanda, you say like communities coming together, like communities around, they're just using their own initiatives to come together and get things done, even out of their own pocket, even sometimes the little that they have.
Right.
I'm like, when I heard of this, I was like, what?
It's funny, I had that experience just recently. We went looking for houses, and we were in this area where there was a collective of folks, male and female, elders. the suku. You bring suku back home,
Yeah.
and we put money together.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then,
we
right.
call it partner.
Partner,
Kind of
partners,
yeah.
yeah. So that's what they did. So they would, that woman would get that money for her family, and then they would come the next day. And I thought that was so beautiful.
Another thing they do here in Rwanda, which I've really learned about like early this year, this year when I was here, sometimes they message the young people to come out and do community service, whether it be like helping to renovate someone's house.
Who messaged them?
I think it's a government program, so they just get text that you have to be like
Those students finishing the high school.
yeah, students who finish their high schools. And I didn't know about this because we've got our niece who finished high school. She did really well. And then she's like, "Oh, I've got to go." And I was like, "Where are you going?" No, no, no. Show me the text. And then I saw the text. And it was like you had to commit to that 1 week. Yeah,
Right. Come together.
so that's really really great. How you said about leadership, how it trickles down. It's just great to see how all of that is organized and the young people don't, sometimes you tell like your child to do something, they're like, they don't, they're like, they're so obedient. They get up early because she had to get up like 5 and be out by 6. Like, where's the beat? Oh, she's already gone. I'm like, what time is it? Very disciplined.
I take the kids out every day, just decorating and I just watch the way the children here play. It's different. It's so pure, and they're playing to have fun. Nobody's trying to push anybody off the swing. Nobody's trying to fight. It's just so pure and fun. And kids need to experience that because they don't get that in the US. It's always a struggle, a fight, a battle. They need to just be kids and then be children. They don't need not black children, not African American children, just children.
To get them out of the technology for a little bit, the social media, and then to because
Real
our
life.
children are starting to be grown indoors,
My
not
children,
outdoors.
my children just 2 and 1, but like when we got here, the difference in them, like even seeing their cousins and I'm just like, I'm trying to understand it. It's just so beautiful to just sit and watch. And probably that's what you were doing with the kids, just looking and admiring and taking it in. And that's exactly what I
It's
did.
funny that you mentioned that because my 4-year-old is in Green Hills Academy right now, here in Rwanda. So,
Oh, you tell about the school actually. You want to know about the school.
yeah, did I what?
Yeah, you tell us about the school.
Oh, Green Hills. Oh,
We're
it's
trying to get into it.
yeah, it's
At
lovely.
school.
It's full right
It's
now.
full for
Yeah.
fourth grade is full. And for my daughter, the program is from 11. It starts at the beginning of 11th grade. So, and it's a very rigorous program. So they don't enroll in
Because
the
they
middle
do the
of it.
Cambridge program, right?
Yes,
So
and they
how
don't enroll in the middle of it. So she'll be going to 7th grade. She's not willing to do.
so what about online?
She's from online in the US now. She wants to go to school. She wanted to go to Green Hills here, but she doesn't really want to go back to the 10th
Yeah,
grade.
I understand that.
But yeah,
Because it's a different program. If it was maybe American based, you would be able to transfer.
Well, it actually is. It is.
I thought it was
I
just
think it's
Cambridge.
European based.
Yes, Cambridge.
Yeah,
Right.
European based, but it's a college ready program. So they actually it's like an AP program, or like the states would be the states would be like a STEM program.
Okay.
But because she wasn't there, we were giving them when if she starts now and finish, she'll be short of half of a credit or half of a semester. So she would have to go back to the 10th grade and stay in there and then start fresh the following
She ain't
year.
trying to do that.
No, she's not willing to do that. So, and then fourth grade is completely full, and it's a wait list for that for the summer. So, yeah.
I didn't know it
yeah,
was.
Green
Oh,
Hills
it's
is
a
quite
great
popular.
school.
It's
It's
a
great
very
school.
good school.
Oh my
We've
God.
got family members who completed.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, my
Excellent. I was so, we
yeah.
were sad. We were
Excellent.
so
So,
sad.
so far, I love what the services received. But you know, I noticed like one of the things that I love about Rwanda. When we first came in 2018, he went to Discovery. It was close to where we were staying
Okay,
for
yeah, I
the,
know
for
about
the
Discovery.
international ride, and we just had been there to socialize.
Okay.
Yes, to
Yeah, 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 I know
socialize.
about.
Yeah, to socialize with the children, the local Rwandese children, and one of the first thing I noticed is that every time we pulled up, the one of the teachers would come out, open the back seat, take him out of the car, give him a hug, a genuine hug, not a perfunctory hug, just a genuine hug,
Oh,
and
nice.
welcome him, being happy to see him. And I thought that was just like, oh my gosh. And
That's
they
so
hug,
emotional because
they,
my
We
son is
don't.
gonna start school in
they
Where in
September.
hug,
America will you get that?
they hug every child. And I was like, oh my God. And then I even asked my friends, I was like, Rwandans value children.
They
Just like it's
do.
an African thing.
Even my husband will tell you that they value
Because
children.
they
Mm-hmm.
know that's the
Yeah.
future. And that's one of the main reasons I left
Mm-hmm.
the U.S.
Yeah.
There's no value in children.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, there's you have the camps of the children from the that came across the border, and the way they're being treated, and everyone's like, oh, they're at camps.
Yeah, like
Okay,
yeah,
and then let's
they
go
make
there.
it so normal now.
Children,
Yeah.
yes, and there's no value in children.
And you see that difference
Oh my
immediately.
gosh,
You're like,
that's
what?
actually one of the things
Sometimes
I
you think it
read.
isn't too good to be true, but
Yes.
it's actually genuine. They
Because
actually value and love children.
when we decided to come to Rwanda in 2018 and we did some research naturally, it was a lot of the research was by European folks, and but it was valuable information
Yes.
because it was there was no other there. So one of the things that she wrote about, she said, do not be surprised if a local Rwandan just take your child
Oh yes.
Yeah,
from
yeah.
you
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
and
yeah.
hug your child. I was like, oh wow, and I did experience that here. And then now I homeschool my son, but we also wanted to have that social environment. And we had him in Florida where we live. We had him in a program, it's a private school, and he went there for a month. And when we came back here, after enrolling him in Green Hills, we asked him. He's very vocal, and we asked him like, hey, what was your experience? And so, which do you like better, Green Hills or I don't want to say the other school? He said Green Hills, mommy. I said, really? Why? It's like because the children are so much nicer here. Yeah, that's what he said to me. I said, really? He said, how? I said, weren't your other friends like? He was like, not like here. They're super nice, mommy. I was like, oh wow.
And see, that's the trickle down effect. How the teachers treat them, they're gonna treat each other that way.
And get this, right? I spoke to his teacher because I have an issue with my son not listening, right? And sometimes I get frustrated. And I do try. I try not to raise my voice, but I was raised in an island home.
Tell me about it.
It's not an excuse, but I was. And sometimes I get frustrated with him, and I'm trying to change that.
Yeah, I think
So
we have to.
when I at his school at Green Hills, I talk to the children. Every day I ask, did you listen to him? He's like, he's really good. Because then I'm trying to wonder if they're going to think that I'm crazy. I don't think, you
So
know what I
there's a
mean?
change. You think so? There's a change in behavior from
There's
him.
a big change now. So I said to her, because I realized she's very good with him. So I spoke with her one on one because I observed the interaction, right? And I said to her, well, I see that you're really good at this. What is your technique in getting him to listen, to be on his best behavior, right?
Teach me something.
Because I said to her, because I do get frustrated at all, and I try to yell and I don't. She was like, you yell, you scream, like it was it's almost like I shocked her. I was like, oh my god, is that just you don't so you don't scream. Like when I go to the school, this is an elementary school. Well, it's a big school. It's a really big school. We have multiple classrooms and playgrounds for each classroom. It's like really big.
Oh, yeah, I visited the campus.
Yeah. So
And it's growing. They have a whole other section.
right.
I need to visit.
So then I asked, so then you're not your children need to hear screaming, children screaming. You don't
See, that's the thing because the teacher herself, because when they come in and they're stressed out because of everything, they let that out on the children, and then it's just
and that's what I was like, that's what I was explaining to my husband. We're having this discussion too, and I was like, I noticed that the teachers there in the U.S. it's a job.
oh,
It's not all of them. It's not all of them. You
some
know
of
what I
them will
mean?
tell you. I've had them tell my
But-
children, I'm gonna get paid whether you learn or not.
Right. Yes, I've heard that. You know, it's a
And that's
job.
their attitude.
But here, I feel like it's a community. It's like your child is my child, which is how we grew up
And
back
they
once
love-
upon a time in the Caribbean.
They love their appointment as a teacher. They love it. And they enjoy it, and they know how to command the class.
They really do. With speaking softly, even tone, without having to scream and without having to threaten. You know, I really find that commendable. Like, I'm really grateful. I mean, I don't know who taught them to be like this. Like I'm grateful to have teachers that care about my troublesome child.
No, he's not troublesome.
No trouble to them.
Listen,
How old is
I'm
he?
his mother. And
How old is he?
but I love him so much.
What is
He's
he?
4. He's very
Oh, yes.
outspoken. He's very advanced for his age.
Yeah.
He reads on a second grade level, and he has a fourth grade vocabulary, early fifth grade vocabulary. Yes. So they didn't have a placement for him because he's too young to be in a second grade class with 8-year-olds. But for us, we needed him to socialize because he's alone. He's 4 months adult. He's bored. You know, he wants to be amongst his peers. So we had him in the classroom and they enrich him in behavioral issues, in stuff. They enrich him in areas where I'm lacking. You know, so when he comes home, I still teach him. I brought all his books, all his stuff. So when he comes home, he's got his lesson time because I know that you didn't do work on your level there, which emotional intelligence is a education in itself. Yes, you know, so which that's we're paying for that, and I appreciate that because I told my husband, you notice I haven't screamed at him, I haven't frustrated at him since I joined.
Well, I think you will testify. There's a level of calmness,
Yes.
like that, like
You know,
I'm
let me tell you
experiencing
something. In America or Europe, stress is too much.
Yeah, it's the number one killer.
Not only for children, for us as well.
Parents. And
You're
we
so
put
busy.
that off on our children.
And like in London, you're always underground, and you come back home, you're so tired. You have literally no time to sit and discuss and you're rushing to go to sleep so you can wake up so early in the morning.
Right.
So, but here, when you come here, you feel
Yes,
like
right,
you're
the
back to
burden.
normal. You're back to normal.
Right.
So,
We can put the notion of the strong black woman to rest for a little bit. You know what I mean?
oh,
Not
And
needed.
just-
Not
and just-
needed.
yeah.
even like the relationship, not just with my son, but with my husband. You know what I mean? You calm, so the home is calm. You know what I mean? You know,
Trickle down.
yes.
Look, in Europe, at least here, if you work hard, you can use your money even to get a little bit of help.
Isn't that what he said, the minister?
Yeah,
He said,
but
make your money and come here. You make more money.
yeah, yeah. Then you
It's
can
true.
enjoy yourself.
Yes.
Yes, you can
But
enjoy
back
yourself.
there,
You would never enjoy
it's
it.
so
The
calm.
massive weird, by the way. The massive weird when you think.
it's going up. It's going up his nose. But I think I'm going to sign out now.
Yeah.
It's been great. It's been lovely. All these amazing ladies who came out to, the meetup. I really do appreciate it. It's been great. And also we've got my husband also supporting. So many wonderful things happening here in Rwanda, and I believe this is just the beginning.
Oh my
I
God.
feel overwhelmed.
I
Like,
know,
even
right?
thinking about it, I'm like, what?
We're in the right position.
Yeah, the opportunities are endless. but it's also up to us, like what we want to take from it and what we also want to give back. So
You have to ask yourself a question: are you a go-getter? Are you a doer? Or you just want to just
Watch
see
what
the
we're doing.
right?
yeah, exactly, and that's one thing I also encourage like my subscribers out there as well, to also just, I know like some people that they've got that fear.
Let go of that.
Yeah, it's just letting go of those fears that you have and just go out there and explore, learn something new, because we're here all learning. Even though I've been coming to Rwanda since 2014, like I'm learning something, I'm still learning, and I appreciate the learning experience so much. And for me it's so great because when I first landed on the continent in 2010. My first place to visit was actually Ghana. And I came back home and I was like screaming from the rooftop, we need to visit Africa. My family never really understood where all of this was coming from. People thought I was crazy. I just really wanted more people to see the truth, because a lot of what we see on the media was very negative, and I'm like, yes, you do have challenges, but actually there's so much beauty in Africa. People like you're a mad woman. But now to see that so many people are actually coming outside their comfort zone and exploring the continent for themselves, for me, it just gives me life. I feel like, yes, like our people are finally waking up, and it's great. It's just amazing. I can't really put it into words, but
No, right?
guys, it's been wonderful. We are going to say bye now. Um, it's been great. Thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do go ahead and smash the subscribe button. Take care and have a good one.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.